James had always loved the quiet solitude of the woods, but he never imagined that a routine drive through the forest would change his life forever. That day, as he parked his car near a trail, a faint rustling from the back seat caught his attention. Peeking under a pile of leaves that had blown in through an open window, James gasped when he saw a tiny baby squirrel, shivering and weak. Its fur was thin, and its eyes hadn't even opened yet. James waited for hours, hoping the mother would return. But as twilight crept in, it became clear the baby had been abandoned. James's heart ached at the thought of leaving the helpless creature to die. Gently, he scooped the squirrel into his jacket and drove home. The first few weeks were a whirlwind of sleepless nights and careful feedings. James researched tirelessly on how to care for an orphaned squirrel. He fed it warm milk through a small syringe and kept it nestled in a cozy box lined with soft cloth. Each day, the little squirrel grew stronger. It opened its eyes for the first time, revealing curious, bright orbs. James named it Acorn. As weeks turned into months, Acorn transformed from a fragile baby into a lively, mischievous companion. It darted across the living room, leaping from couch to chair, often leaving James laughing at its antics. Despite its wild nature, Acorn was never just a pet. It was family. James often marveled at how fate had brought them together. One day, as they sat on the porch watching the sunset, Acorn perched on James's shoulder, nibbling on a nut. The man couldn't help but smile, realizing how much joy the little creature had brought into his life. When Acorn finally reached adulthood, James knew it was time to let it return to the wild. With a heavy heart, he carried Acorn to the edge of the forest. "Go on, buddy," he whispered. "This is where you belong." Acorn hesitated, looking back at James one last time before leaping onto a tree branch and disappearing into the woods. Tears welled up in James's eyes, but they were tears of gratitude. He had saved Acorn's life, but in many ways, Acorn had saved his too.